What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and look, I don't know what has been going on lately, but the ocean has been totally unforgiving in the year of 2023. Just locally, at the beach near my house, yesterday a husband and his wife drowned. Another couple in a totally unrelated incident had to be saved from the waters by the Coast Guard. Last week, a kid was struck by lightning at the beach. The week before that, there was a shark attack. The week before that, I guess this has nothing to do with the ocean, but a kid was ran over and killed by a golf cart on the beach. And that's just locally in my area within the past month. Nationwide and worldwide, I am seeing more shark attacks than usual. In fact, I shared a video of one on my Twitter a couple of weeks ago that was absolutely brutal. I'm seeing all of these sharks, whales, dolphins. They're swimming way closer to shore. A lot of them are washing up. There's this weird activity going on in the ocean. Of course, we got the orcas out here attacking boats left and right. We got the Ocean Gate sub that imploded. As someone said online, the ocean is really oceaning right now. And I agree. It's making me kind of scared to go out there in those waters. And if you're following me on Twitter, you already know I was literally feeding an alligator pepperonis outside of my house yesterday. And that has nothing to do with the ocean, but still, it's weird. Never in my area have I ever had don't get me wrong, there's alligators in my states and in my city, but in the community where I live in, I just had to get an alligator removed from the pond by my house last week. Yesterday, there's another one. But that has nothing to do with the ocean. Anyway, as I mentioned, and we've talked about it before, these killer whales, these orcas, they've been acting really strange lately. Not only have they been attacking boats, sinking ships, ripping off the rudders, ramming the boats, but they have been teaching other whales to do the same. And now, in certain portions of our oceans, it's no longer safe to sail because killer whales are literally taking these boats out left and right. I came to you all and told you all about this months ago. And then after I reported that, there was another whale attack. A few weeks ago, there was another one. And now, during a boat race, whales started attacking a ship. I want to go ahead and dive right into this article because this is wild. A lot of you all, if you've been following up with this, you already know kind of what's going on. If you're in the dark about all of this, go check out my prior videos about these crazy killer whales. Basically, long story short, scientists believe that there's this one whale called, I think the White Gladys. They believe that she got injured by a boat, and now all of these whales are retaliating. And they're teaching their offspring and they're teaching their friends and their little buddies how to sink boats. And they're going around literally tearing boats apart, ramming them, sinking them, you name it. It's really insane. And now it's happened again. And I think this has to be, this has happened over a dozen times this year that I know of, probably even more. Because a lot of these situations probably don't even catch my radar. But hit that thumbs up button. It goes a long way into helping this channel. And let's go ahead and dive in and see what's going on here. Orcas disrupt global sailing endurance race with a boat attack near Spain. The latest incident in just a string in an uptick of orca encounters off the Iberian coast. In yet another bizarre orca incident around the Strait of Gibraltar, a pod of killer whales interfered with a boat competing in the ocean race last week, an endurance yacht race around the world. Thankfully, no one was injured, and the boat did not sustain any damage during the 15-minute encounter, which occurred last Thursday when Team Giaggio was approaching the mouth of the Mediterranean Sea on the final leg of the race from the Netherlands to Genova, Italy. However, the scary moment did temporarily knock the team back 2 spots from second to fourth place on the leg of the journey. Video of the run-in taken by the crew members show one of the Orcas seemingly nuzzling the rudder underneath the boat, while a second was captured bumping its nose into the hull. The crew responded to the attack by dropping the ship's sails and making a clatter in an attempt to scare the animals off. So sailing again, or actually racing again, because like 20 minutes ago we got hit by some orcas, Team Giaggio skipper Jelmer Van Beek said in the video just after the incident. 3 orcas came straight at us and started hitting the rudders. Impressive to see the orcas, first of all, beautiful animals, but also a dangerous moment for us as a team. The team reacted really well. We took down the sails and slowed down the boat as quickly as possible, and luckily, after a few attacks, they went away. This was a scary moment, he added. The team was eventually able to make up for its lost ground, coming across the finish line in second place. But given some of the other recent encounters with orcas around Gibraltar, the crew were lucky that the whales gave up when they did. And some recent incidents, which have been escalating lately in recent years, orcas have caused extensive damage or even sunken vessels passing through or nearby the strait. We know that there was a possibility of an orca attack on this leg, Team Giaggio on-board reporter Brent Schull later said in a statement. So we had already spoken about what to do if the situation would occur. No one knows why orcas have suddenly began targeting ships in the area, but the behavior is beginning to spread. In yet another recent incident, an orca attacked a yacht off the Shetland Islands coast in the North Sea, more than 3,000 miles away from the epicenter of the attacks off the coast of Spain and Portugal. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is really interesting. So far as we knew, these orca attacks were all happening in kind of one centralized area. A pretty big area, but in one area. Meaning that in other areas of the ocean, in other areas of the world, no one's worried about orca attacks and they aren't experiencing orca attacks. Boats have been sailing the oceans for years, and never were orcas systematically dismantling these ships, ripping off the rudders, ramming them from the side, sinking them, or leaving them to a point where they can no longer function. So everyone was thinking, or the excuse that scientists gave out was that, like I was saying earlier, this one whale got hurt by a ship, and then that whale learned how to attack boats and taught other whales in the area how to attack boats, and then those whales taught other whales, and all of this nonsense that's going on. I don't know how scientists came to this conclusion. I don't know how scientists come to any conclusion at any point in time. And now that I've gotten older and I see through the smoke and mirrors, I really think that most scientists are full of dog crap. Like literally, I think most scientists are completely full of it. I don't think that most of them know what they're talking about. I think they use big words and they try to manipulate people into believing that they're smarter than what they are. They want people to believe that they have all of these answers, but in reality, I don't think they do. And I think this may be proof of that, because if whales or killer whales in other regions of the earth that have had no contact with the whales in this area are doing the same thing, then obviously there's a different reason as to why this is happening. I don't know what's been going on lately, but the ocean has been really active this year. Like I was talking about earlier, there's this uptick in shark attacks, which is basically happening because sharks are coming closer and closer to shore. We're seeing a record amount of whales washing on shore. We're seeing colonies of whales and dolphins and other sea mammals and creatures, like, they're acting really weird. They're traveling to areas where they usually wouldn't be. They're coming closer to shore than usual. They're attacking boats now. And I really think there's a different reason behind it. Now, I've talked about what I think may be the cause of this in past videos, and that's the new wind turbines that they've put out in the ocean that's sending out frequencies and vibrations in the ocean that's probably messing up the built-in, radar that a lot of these whales and dolphins have. And it's probably throwing them out of whack and causing them to act differently. But I can't help but feel like this is something that we should be looking into, because I don't believe the scientists when they say, well, one whale was injured and they start talking now. I don't believe that nonsense, whatever. Maybe it's true, maybe not, whatever. But I think there's a different reason as to why all of this weird stuff is happening lately. Because, even if you want to blame the orca attacks on one orca getting injured and teaching other orcas how to sink boats, that doesn't explain why all of these other sea creatures are acting the way they are, and why all of these other sea creatures are making their way closer to shores and things of that nature. So I definitely think there's something going on. I don't know what per se. But as far as these whales go, they try to make the excuse of, oh, it's entertaining for them, this is fun, it's playful. I don't think that. I don't think these whales are going around sinking boats to be playful. I don't think they're necessarily trying to kill the humans on board, but I feel like maybe they're trying to send some sort of message. In a way, these creatures are very intelligent. Way more intelligent than you could possibly imagine. More intelligent than I know. And, seeing them doing what they're doing now to these boats should show you that. The fact that they're able to teach other whales how to do this. The fact that they know exactly what part of the boats to go after. You know what I mean? It's not like they're just going after the boat in general. No. They're going after certain parts of the boat to basically incapacitate it. So I just find it really weird, but this is just the latest in a string of attacks that has been unexplained. I don't believe the explanations that are out there, and it's scary. You usually think that you wouldn't have to worry about that. The fact that this crew had to prepare for orca attacks, that's like a whole new level. Going out in the water is already dangerous enough. Now you have to worry about killer whales tearing your ship apart. And then, when you tell people the scary tale about what happened to you, they think it's cute. Oh my God, cute little orcas. Yeah, they're just having fun. No, I don't think they're just having fun. I think there's another reason behind it. And like I said, I don't think it's necessarily to harm people. I think they're trying to send some sort of message. What that message could be, I don't know. You let me know what you think it is down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit the thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.